there's like a few people, like my boy Blev out of Oklahoma City. I worked with him, and I lived with him and his girlfriend for like 6 months, and we just recorded a ton of music. And seeing him record, I've learned from seeing the way people record. You know what I mean? So it's like if I'm sitting there with you, and then you do a bunch of stacks on the hook, that then opens my mind up. Like, oh fuck, I could be adding stacks to this shit. You know what I mean? And it's like guys like my boy Blev, Dem Joints, another producer out in California, kind of got me really my first music industry kind of experience. But those two people I credit with, you know, opening my mind up to the way that you can make a song, as, you know, in terms of showing me more creativity. Like, you could be more creative with this hook. You could be more creative with this verse. It doesn't have to just be a million miles an hour. You could slow it down. You could do this. And there wasn't like they broke it down. We had combos. It was literally just watching them, just being a fly on the wall. Emotion in music, I've always thought it was important. But it's just a weird thing because I'm not really thinking about trying to tap, like, how do I draw the most emotion with this verse or with this song? Like, I never really thought about it like that. I always just thought about it like, what can I write that sounds as dope as possible right now? Whether it be a song about my life or whether it be a song that's, you know, inspired by something else. It's just like, I'm always thinking like, what can I do to make this sound dope with my voice? You know what I mean? Like the one tool I have with me right now to go over this beat, what can I do to make it better? I think it is important. I listened to a lot of artists where that was the big thing. It was what they were saying was the big deal. It wasn't the production or their flows or none of it. It was what they were saying. So I think subconsciously that might be in me just because of what I consumed growing up and what I consume now. But in terms of like a deliberate thing, nah, it's not. It was never like a deliberate thing. It's like, they gotta feel this. It was just, I wrote it and, you know, hope that somebody related to it. That's a good question. Memorable studio sessions? No, because I was never into big studios. So it was always like when I was in Maryland recording all my stuff, I was in my boy's basement. You know what I mean? Like, I always like being, for me, I've always looked back on projects like with some nostalgia, never sessions, because the sessions is always like, there's so much going on in my mind where I'm trying to figure out how the fuck am I going to complete this song, to where more so it's like projects. I look back and think about the whole process of the creative project. My mind goes there where it's like, I think about day one to the day that shit was put out. And it's like, damn, that was crazy. Like, holy fuck. Like my first mixtape, I think about that shit often because I wrote it while I was working front desk at a hotel. So it's just like thinking about, and I was getting super into Big Crit. So I was learning. It was just like, I think about times around when I did projects, not really studio sessions, because I haven't had one where it's like, that song was fucking streamed 1 billion times and it's went gold. Like, maybe if I had like one of those, then maybe I'd be like, yeah, I remember that session. But other than that, nah, it's just more the projects and the times around and where I was at mentally around the times that we were creating this shit.